Now, amortization, like I stated before, it's the same process as depreciation, except it's easier because it's always straight line, unless it demonstrates another method. But I'll tell you right here, on this test, you're not going to really see that. I mean, I would be absolutely shocked if you did. I haven't seen anything like that. I guess anything's possible, right? But I would count that out. So the value of intangible assets eventually disappears. The cost of each type of intangible asset should be amortized by systematic charges to income over the period estimated to be benefited. So this is just amortization expense, except for goodwill and assets with indefinite life. So I'm going to repeat this again. Just like depreciation, the value of the asset disappears over time. The cost of it should be amortized by systematic charges. So that's amortization expense, except for goodwill and assets with indefinite lives, because indefinite lives don't get amortized and goodwill gets impaired. Now, assets with indefinite lives could also get impaired, but they were not going to have amortization expense. Like the brand, the copyright, the patent for Mickey Mouse is, in theory, I mean, goes on forever, right? They can keep renewing the rights to Disney, can keep renewing Mickey Mouse's copyright, but it can be impaired. Let's say all of a sudden no one cares about Mickey Mouse. Just there's a mass, like no one cares, no one wants to see Mickey Mouse anymore. Well, technically on Disney's balance sheet, there is a line that has intangibles, and that intangibles has a copyright for Mickey Mouse. So maybe no one cares anymore. So the auditors say you got to write that down because it's not as valuable as it once was. You can't sell as much merchandise with that as you used to be able to. A patent is amortized over the shorter of its estimated life or remaining legal life. Just treatment there, right? Whatever makes more sense. Patent, maybe you've got a patent. Medication is the best example there. Or you've got a certain type of way of producing something, right? So maybe the original McDonald's way of mass producing fast food could be another patent there. All right, so straight line, we talked about that. The method and estimated useful lives of intangible assets should be adequately disclosed in the notes to the financial statements, just like anything, right? That's nothing revolutionary. We see that with depreciation. Expenses that increase the useful life of the intangible asset require an adjustment to the calculation of the annual amortization. Again, this is going to be capitalized just like in depreciation. I'm going to keep saying it's just like depreciation because it is. But I don't want you to think we're seeing something completely radically new. We have seen this before, and it's going to increase the depreciable or amortizable base. These are just words, right? There's a lot of fun words here that we just have to rattle off. All right, so we are going to capitalize those costs incurred that increase the useful life going forward. Again, just like depreciation. Wow, I'm just a record going on repeat. If the life of an intangible asset is reduced or extended, the remaining net book value is amortized over the new remaining life, just like depreciation. When we have a sale of intangible assets, when it's sold, compare the carrying value at the date of sale with the selling price to determine gain or loss. Say it with me, last time here, just like depreciation, just like fixed assets.